3, 2, 1. Welcome to Bexley Test 3 Maths Exam Papers Plus. This video will cover questions 16 to 25. Previous videos, 2 of them, I've already done questions 1 to 15. Check it out later. Here we go, number 16. If you don't have this paper, don't worry. This Maths 11 Plus video will still be useful for you, so I suggest you watch. Also, every question you see, you must pause. I'll give you 5 seconds to pause and then have a go first, because you know when you unpress pause, I will go through the video with you anyway. I will go through the questions with you as well. Let's go. Number 16. Which of the following is an even multiple of 9 and also a square number? So these random questions I don't love, but they do appear. Even multiple of 9. Even means in the 2 times table. Multiple of 9, which means 9 times table. So what are they telling us, guys? We want 2 times 9, which is 18. Now, straight away, can we get rid of any of them? Yeah, we could actually have got rid of them really early on because of the even bit. So multiple choice questions in the Bexley 11 Plus test. Get rid of the odd numbers. 63 is odd, 81 is odd. How nice, we're already so close to the answer. And also a square number. What times what will give you another answer? So if I test you on the square numbers, let's go maybe up from 25. Yeah, you can write it with me if they're new. 5 times 5 is 25. Let me make it black. Let me make it really clear. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 is 49. 8 is 64. So what are they telling us? It can't be 54. How do I know? I've passed it, and now we got to make it really quick. Is it 108 or 144? Well, you see, maybe I didn't really need to do this, because if we quickly look at them, there were only 2 square numbers. That one. 81 is 9 times 9, but I already got rid of it. How nice. But if we keep going, there's another square number. Do you know which one? So I'll go from 100 just to help you. Now, I'm almost there, mate. Don't be lazy. 9 times 9 is 81. Keep going, man. Just keep going. There's no choice. 11 times 11, 121. Keep going. 12, 144. Good stuff. E is the answer. Done. Next question. Here we go. Question 17. The new musical Fairy Godmother is 2¼ hours long. So let's quickly write that. Plus interval of 20 minutes. 2¼ hours. Right. And quarter of an hour, well, 60 minutes divided 4 is 15. So straight away, you guys need to write that. And then interval of 20 minutes. So really, it looks like we're working out the total length of the show. Interval just means break. So we need to add that on. Plus, oops. Come on, I need to hurry up. Plus 20 minutes is 2 hours 35. 2 hours 35. Sue looks at her watch as the musical finishes. At what time did the show begin? I really don't like these clocks, because normally, in real life, you'd have the actual numbers, 1 to 12. They're being a bit mean. But hey, let's quickly write them. We know on your normal clock, 3, 6, 9, 12. Jot it with me. Now, looking at this. Now, in order to tell the time of a clock, we need to look at the shorthand first. Shorthand means hours. So now, can you see this? It's in between 10 and 11 because it hasn't gone past 11 o'clock. It is 10 something. Now, look at this longhand. It's pointing to that. Now, every time there's a longhand, it means we times by 5. And just want to show you properly, this is why. Because they're 12 numbers. Which means 60 minutes on your clock, because 1 hour is 60 minutes. So one number, every time you go round a clock, every time you go past one number, this is why 60 divided 12 is 5 minutes. That's why when this longhand, I'll make it clearer. Let me make it purple. This one is pointing to 9 o'clock. That 9, the number, so 9 times 5 is 45. That is the time. So really, Sue, she's finished watching her program. It finishes at 10:45 in the evening. At what time did the show begin? Well, now we've got this. Now we got this. So this is just a normal time question. Let's take it off because we care about when the program started. So we need to go back in time to find out. So we've got 10:45 minus 2:35. Take it off. You guys have 5 seconds. Pause the video now. Do it. The answer is 8:10. Good. C is the answer. Question 18. Raya and Winston are running in a marathon. It is 42 kilometers long. Underline the important numbers. That is a skill. Raya can run 6 kilometers in 30 minutes. So already you should be thinking of hours. Should I put that straight away? Maybe later. Winston can run 7 in 30 minutes. Let's do it now, because normally for time questions, we want things in hours. How we go from 30 minutes to 60 minutes, we times by 2. So put it here. 12 kilometer in 1 hour. 1 hour. Now, Winston, this dude, is running 14 kilometers in 1 hour. If they run at these speeds for the whole marathon, for how long will Winston be waiting for Raya at the finish line? What a fantastic question. Let's work out both. Let's just work out the dude, Winston, for running it. Now we look at the length of the marathon, 42 kilometers. So how we go from 14 to 42 times by what? If you don't know your 14 times table, it's okay. It's okay, just write it out. That's the skill with times tables. We can always write it out. 14 is 1 hour. What's 14 plus 14? 28. And then here, just add 14 again. A nice way you can add 10 and then add 4. So 28 plus 10, 38. And then you add 4 is 42. Just adding step by step. So really, how long does it take this dude, Winston, to run the marathon? 3 hours. Now, Raya, he or she ran it a bit slower. It's fine. Just keep going up the 12 times table this time. I'll put that in purple up top. So 12 kilometer for 1 hour. Keep going up, mate. Keep going up. 2 hours. 24 plus 12, 36. And now we only got a little bit more. Well, how many kilometers you need to run to go from 36 to 42? It needs to be 6. So you need to go here. Look at this line. That's the line to help you. Let me put it in black. 12 is 1, so 6 kilometers is what? Well, look how we go from 12 to 6. We divide by 2. So here, 1 hour divided by 2 is 30 minutes. So really, it takes Raya 3 hours 30 to run. So really, what's the difference between the time? Because we know this dude, Winston, finished before. So 3 hours for him, and then Raya 3 hours 30. So really, Winston will be waiting for half an hour. Good stuff. I hope he puts that half an hour to good use. Next question. Question 19. Here are the results. So at the top, it just said people are counting cars, and we got the colors and the numbers. Which one are true? So if you're finding this question a bit long or too much to look at, it's okay. You can skip it. Remember, every question in a Bexley exam is 1 mark. So here we go. Question A. They saw twice as many black as red. Just count. Black, how many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Black here. Red, 5, 10, 12. Is that twice as many? No, because red, 12 times 2 is 24. Out. B, red cars were the rarest. Just look, we know it's yellow. So already it's so quick. C, fewer than a quarter of the cars were black. We need to count up everything. I don't love that question. But then if we look at the others, maybe it's worth doing D first. That's actually a skill. That actually requires us. It needs us to do everything. I might do D first. Maybe that's something we can jump to. There were as many black as red, blue, and yellow combined. You see, I'm kind of hoping it's D, because then we're done, and we quickly move on. Black, 28. Red, count, 12. Blue, 5, 10, 15. Yellow, 1. Perfect. That's the skill. You guys need to spot the tricks, man. Just do the easiest ones first, and sometimes it does work. 12 plus 15 is 27, plus 1 is 28. There we go. I'm not going to waste time checking the others. Next question. Oh, why am I not going to waste time? Because it requires us to work out white. How cool is that? Looking at these options. Looking at options A to E, Y is not even mentioned. So who cares about the total? Next question. Question 20. The triangle below is not drawn to scale. But in the exam, you won't have a protractor anyway. Yeah, don't even measure it. You can't. Next, what is the value of x? Now, we had a triangle question before. So expect these to come up in the real test. X, 3x. We don't know that one. Or do we? Yes, we do. Because angles around a triangle. What's the first thing we need to know? Angles around a full point turn, they add up to 360. So what are we saying? This bit is equal to 100. Put that underneath. Now, in a triangle, the angles add up to 80. So 100 plus what equals 180? So that will be 80. Put it here. You see the two green angles. I'm just saying to you that 1x plus 3x is equal to 4x. Some of my students, they said, how many x's are there? X and 3x. Some people actually say 2 x's because they just look at the symbols. Please do not do that. Here, I've put a 1 there because every time you see x, this means 1x. So really, we're saying 1x plus 3x equals 4x. Put it there. So we know the green ones, it equals that. 4x equals 80, and we care about 1x. Now, how do we go from 4x to 1x? We need to divide by 4. Do the same thing here, so that will be 20. Good stuff. Being a bit mean there, can you? I know it's off the screen, but that bit, that at the bottom, that's 80. That's really those two equal to each other. So B is the answer. If we put 20 here, 1x is 20. This bit is 3x, which is 60. We can always do a check. There's no time to check in the exam. You need to quickly move on to the next question. 100 plus 20 plus 60 is equal to 180. So we know we are correct. B is the answer. Question 21. Emily and Lou are selling badges. Emily sells each of her badges for £2 more than Lou. Okay. Emily sold 30 badges and Lou sold 40. They made 200. At what price did Lou sell? So we could estimate. We could guess, put the numbers in and then it might work. Maybe that's actually a good way to do it. Yeah, I could do it the algebra way, but maybe that's not. At the moment, you guys might not know that. That's fine. Let's quickly put in. And normally I say to people, go in order. No, go for maybe C, D, or E, because normally the examiner is thinking, I need to test the students, so I need to make sure they pick a later option. So let's imagine, let's put C in. £2 here. Lou sold 40. All right, so what's 40 times £2? £80 so far. Okay, now they made 200. They made 200. So that means, let's take it off. 200 minus 80 is 120. Now, Emily sold 30 badges. Okay. Maybe I should set this up properly. I just paused the video here a little bit just to make sure I got it. So I'm going to start at C just to show you why it works. So what I said before is correct. Emily sells it a bit more than Lou, so we just guess Lou. That's the badge we want to go for. So I've just put C. Lou is £2. So let's just do it for Lou. Now, this dude sold 40 badges. So how much did this person sell? 40 times £2 is £80. Now we see the total is £200. So we're always comparing the same types of numbers. We've got the money numbers, so let's compare. 200 in total. Lou sold 80. So we need to take it off just to make sure we are working out Emily, the other person. Now what's 200 minus 80? 120. But look above, can you see Emily in the third line? Emily sold 30 badges. So really, when she was selling it, we set it to the money number that we just worked out, £120. I spelled badges wrong. Let's just quickly fix that. Here. Oh, my image. Need to scroll up a bit here. Let me put that up. Now, I'll make it all smaller here. One moment, guys. One moment. Hey, can't get everything perfect. Need to shoot this once. Hey, I got other things to do, mate. I got other things to do. Here. 30 badges is 120. So then one badge is £4. And now, does that look right? Yes, it does. Fantastic, because £2 here. Emily sold it for £4, so it works. So it was lucky that we guessed it, but if we were wrong, I would have just kept moving on to make sure the difference between Emily and Lou was £2. So there we go. C is the answer. Tick. Next question. We've got 4 more questions, guys, and then that is it for now. We're 15 minutes in. Let's keep going. Take a break if you need to. Next question. A few more questions, guys. That's it. 3 more questions. You have done so well to watch all the way up to this point. 22. Here is Vinay's recipe for 1 loaf of banana bread. Or this. Do not read this out loud. No, you need to go here. Vinay has this. You see all this info? It's just too much. The skill, you need to ignore it. Go straight to here. Then you actually go back and pay attention to these numbers. Guess what? They might not all be useful. How many loaves of banana bread can Vinay make with the ingredients? I've just written the numbers here based on this. Now, which numbers do you fill in first? The smallest numbers. Because when we're going for recipes, if we don't have enough ingredients, we cannot make it. Look at the bottom line, 2 ripe bananas. But what does Vinay have? 8 ripe bananas. So that's why I've put 8 here in blue. How do we go from 2 to 8? Times by 4. 4 is already there. Okay, next bit. Now, we need to look at the other numbers and always go for the simpler numbers. Is how we go from one number to another. Look at this line. Vinay has 1 kilogram each, butter and sugar. This bit. Sugar, look. 200 to 1,000, because that's 1 kilogram here. That is times by 5. But we can't make 5. Because we don't have enough bananas. 2 times 5 equals, we need 10 bananas, but we've only got 8. So really, just from that line, we're done. Absolutely brilliant question. All these other numbers we don't need, because I was just setting it up before presenting this question to you guys. This bit, we combine this. So difficult. 360 times what is 1500? I think that's about 5 or 6. Let's say it's about 6. No, it's about 5, but it's still less than 4, so we don't need this line. And then the top one, 140 to 1000, that's like times 5.5 or something, so that doesn't matter. So we have the minimum number of ingredients, so that's why the answer is we can only make 4. And just to make sure you guys understand, if I times 4 with the bananas, I'm going to times all of these by 4. Have a go yourself, pause the video now, 5 seconds, just times all of these by 4. And then I will do it as well. 5 seconds. 140 times 4 is 560. Now, are we good with that number? Yes, because we've got 1,000. 200 times 4 is 800. Are we good? Yes, because we've also got 1,000 of sugar. 300 times 4, 1200. This one, 60 times 4 is 240. That's the hardest one. You see, in the real exam, I might even ignore that bit. 1200 plus 240 is 1440, and that is less than 1500. So that is everything. What a fantastic question. By paying attention to the right numbers, we can get this, I would say, in 10 to 20 seconds. Next one. Question 23. 3 more questions. We are done. A square has an area of 225. A rectangle has same perimeter of the square. Underline it. Which of the following could it be? Yeah, good question. Now, it's a multiple choice question, so we can look at these choices. No, we need to look at the top bit, mate. Top bit, area 225, and it's a square, which means we think of square numbers straight away. So we need to be on alert. Something times something is 225. Now, what could that be? We go up the square numbers. So this is testing them straight away. Now, what's the biggest square numbers primary school students normally know? 12 times 12. Write it with me. So you guys need to know that straight away. It's 144. That is fine. That is fine, because we need to head to 225 and then we're good. Keep going. 13 times 13. Now, you know that's not, it could be the answer, because odd times odd is still odd. Okay, work that out yourself. You have 5 seconds. 169. Keep going. 14 times 14. That doesn't actually work, so we're going to ignore that for now. Look at 15 times 15. Do it yourself. 5 seconds. 225. Here it didn't work. I'm going to tell you anyway. Why am I ignoring this one? Because even times even is still even. Here we have odd times odd equals odd. So we look at this bit, 15 times 15. Okay, so just quickly draw a square, mate. Just draw a square. 15, label all the sides 15. Now we transfer it to that other bit. We are now going to perimeter. So this is a normal question where we go from one thing to another, area to perimeter. Quickly work out. Perimeter is easy. You go all the way around. 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 is like 15 times 4. So that is 60. So what are we saying? If now we need a side length with the rectangle. So we can go in order, or you just think of two of them that add up to 60. But remember, a rectangle has two sides, two lengths. So it's like we need a rectangle to add up to what? Imagine I quickly draw it. The whole thing for that rectangle is 60. But we know it's just one length and one width, so I just go halfway round. Just go halfway round here. Length plus width will be 30. So really that's the question in disguise. Looking at these numbers, which one will add up to get 30? And the answer is, well, no, let's go in order. 5 plus 10 is 15. No. 10 plus 15, 25. No. 10 plus 20, that looks good. No, that's too big. D is so easy to get tricked by because it looks like 60 here. But no, we want 30 and that is way too big. So there we go. C is the answer. Let's just quickly draw this rectangle just to prove it here. Label the sides. 10, 10. 20, 20. And if you add them all up, it is equal to 60. Good stuff. Next question. Two more, guys. That is it. Very well done. I'm impressed if you got all the way up to this point. Question 24. 2 to the power 4 is that, and the 6 to the 5 is that. They're being nice by writing that. What is 3 to the power 4? Okay, they're being really, really nice, because I bet you be careful, guys, okay? Don't say 12, okay? 3 times 4 equals 12 is definitely not 3 plus 4 equals 7. No, they're being so nice, because look at that bit. 6 to the power 5, what are they telling us? It's 6 times 6, 5 times. So if you look at 3 to the power 4, it's just this. 3, 3, 3, 3. Now I'm going to show you a brilliant way to look at this. Let me make the text a bit bigger. A bit too small, isn't it? But you guys can always zoom in if needed. Bigger. Here. Group it, mate. Just group it. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is still 9. So we're saying 9 times 9 is 81. Job done. Job done. What a cool question. One more and that is it. So what's one way to look at this? Question 24. One of the questions near the end. I think this just takes you 5-10 seconds to do. They're being a bit nasty in the Bexley test, so look out for this in your own practice test. Questions near the end. Guess what? They might be easy. One more, that's it. We are almost done. 25. Cody writes down the shoe sizes of 5 friends. The range is 6. Straight away, you need to look at that. Range means highest minus lowest. Do it. Every time you see info, you need to act on it straight away, or else it's just pointless reading. Too much info. In the world we live in today, too much. But we know this. Range means highest minus lowest. And we know that has to be 6. Are they being really nice with our number selection? Absolutely, because all the numbers are in order. Quickly find it. 11, highest, minus 4. Lowest is 7. No. No. 11 minus 5, 6. Yes, yes, no. How nice. You know what? You need to do this trick. You need to go to the end because some of the easy questions are near there. Now it's either C or D. If you're running out of time, you quickly pick one and you go back to the earlier questions if you haven't done them yet. All right, one more bit. Their mean is 7. Mean is average, which means you add up all the numbers and then you divide by how many numbers there are. That's the cool thing. If we do this and it's not that, then it's got to be D. Let's quickly add it, guys, and we are done. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 6 is 16, plus 7 is 23. Plus 11 is 34. And 34 divide by what? How many numbers are there? 5. Is that 7? No. 34 divide 5 doesn't really work. It's not a full number. It's not a whole number. That is like 68 over 10, which is 6.8. So it's got to be that one. Just to make sure here, add them all up. It's only one more. Look here. That's +1, which means that's +1. 35. 35 divided 5 is equal to 7. That is the answer. Before we end the video, I just want to mention this point is just such a cool technique. You want to divide by 5, divide by 10, and then times by 2. Okay? That is a really cool one. One more moment, and then that's it. Quickly do this. What's 72 divided 5? Do it the same way. Go to 10. Go to 10. That is times by 2. So here the top, 72 times 2 is 144. And then divide by 10 is 14.4. How quick is that? Now I know that is just a side question, but such a useful thing to quickly show you. We are 25 minutes in, job done. The answer is C. Thank you so much for watching all 3 videos covering Bexley Maths Test 3. We've done it. It's such a long maths paper, but I'm glad to have covered it in one go. Just one shot, we're done. If you want to stick around and watch the other videos on this channel, another one will show up. Keep learning on this channel. Keep getting better. You're always one step closer to passing your 11+ exams. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.